A lot of dust on my desk. What's good? What up, everybody? What's good? Welcome back to the ACS Universe Daily in this bitch, right? It's Monday. It's still July. Obviously, had a great weekend. Gonna talk about y'all saw the topics, man. Plus some other things that like a lot of times on Mondays, like when I go to make the thumbnail or post about the show, and then I start going through the messages that I've sent myself to sort of talk about topics and points. I'm like, bruh, ridiculous. This was a long one. And I even did an ACS Universe daily show on Friday, and there's still a lot of shit to talk about that came over this weekend. So hold up. Y'all give me a second. I am sort of running a little bit behind. Some of the stuff probably won't get to. I mean, obviously the main topics I'm going to get to. I'm talking about some of this other stuff I saw today type deal stuff that I might not get to, but whatever. Appreciate y'all being here, man. Appreciate everybody who stopped through the daily show. Y'all, I love y'all, man. You guys give me hype, bro. Let me make sure I got everything. Like I said, kind of rushing in this bitch, right? Kind of rushing. I will say this: no daily show on Wednesday for sure. I have we're getting our roof replaced. We have some leaks and things of that nature, and it's going to be very noisy and very not safe for a podcast, right? So Thursday, there's going to be no show, or not Thursday, what the fuck? Wednesday, no show. I'll be back Thursday to give, my final weekly thoughts before the homies come back on Friday, you know what I'm saying, world's finest, right? So obviously you saw, I'm gonna talk about Barbenheimer, the effect it had on the box office this weekend, give my initial thoughts. So I already gave y'all my initial thoughts on Oppenheimer on Friday. I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts on Barbie, but no spoilers. I know a lot's already out there, but you know what? I'm gonna give my deep dive spoiler review of both movies on Friday on World's Finest with the homie Joey and Meg. So see y'all then. Obviously, I'm surprised he didn't. All right. I sent somebody a long video and it's taking forever to fucking upload to him or whatever. Why my eyebrow doing that, bro? What's wrong with my eyebrow, man? Here we go. It gets stuck in the head. I'll just fuck with y'all. So let me get my stuff started, bro. Let me get the music going. Let me get the Bananarama going, bro. Hot is not even actually, you know what? It was kind of cool today. It was kind of cool. I can't even fucking lie. All right, ACS Universe, July 24th. What's good? Like, give me just a second to get. Like I said, I was kind of running late. Like I had everything planned out. Like, yo, I'll be good today. Like the show I should be plenty of time to do this and that. Nah, your boy just, So there's that shit. So let me do this real quick and make sure I got this. Hopefully, me pulling up things acts a little bit better than it has been acting fucking lately, right? Y'all remember last week's show? Woo! Your boy was pissed off. Like I'll be trying. Let's see if it works. Let's see. Oh, there we go, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the music. Let's look at this Invincible. This is some shit that came out that I was trying to watch last week and didn't get a chance to fuck with y'all with because the program was not cooperating with me. So I had to so anyway, let's watch this real quick. Let's watch this Invincible teaser. 1 minute, 33 seconds. Let's go.
Some of you, it probably seemed like this day would never come. Maybe you're even wondering if you're ready for this. For what comes next.
I'm ready for this. Let's fucking go.
You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Yay!
I didn't know who he was.
Well, this cast is insane for this next season, bro.
I don't fight friends because I would win.
Never apologize for saving lives.
There's only one way this kid goes back out there, and that's on a very short leash.
I'm just happy helping people.
You know people try to kill us every single day, right?
I don't care how old he is. He needs to go down now.
Maybe if you trained more and complained less, we could get back to saving lives.
Bro, look at that. That's insane. That's fucking insane.
Make him pay for what he did to your world.
Welcome, son of he who slayed my husband.
I am a
normal human superhero.
I wish he was dead too, but not for your sake.
Kill fast, ask questions later.
Peter Cullen, bro? Optimus Prime.
Viltrumite against Viltrumite. That has not happened since the Great Purge. You should have died at birth.
Bruh! Pops tripping, bro. Let me tell you something. Chill, Pops. Omni-Man tripping. You should have died at birth, homie. That's what people say when when people get on that site. We like, which now, but let me bring this back up here. Man, hold up. Let's make sure y'all could see this and bring it back up. Oh, here we go. Look here. Look here. What's this here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's X.
For some of you,
I didn't mean to play that again. But hey, here it is. Here, as a matter of fact, you can see it all up here. X. So the title has changed. Have no thoughts on it. Could care less. Let's move on. Just to be clear before we start getting. Joey, what's good, homie? Appreciate you stopping through the daily show as always, bruh. The wife is in the house. What's good, y'all? Handling. I can't see. Like, if for some reason when people do like stuff on their phone, it like doesn't show up here. I think it shows up on YouTube though. But anyway, that Invincible trailer teaser, fire. Give me all of that. I'm here for it. They didn't even have to put out a teaser. Drop season 2. I'm watching without any preface of what the fuck is going on. Your boy is there. But that voice cast. Ooh. Hold up. Let me go back to it real quick, man. Let me just get back to that one point in time when. Hold up. Oh, come on now. Oh, come on. I was trying to show y'all something, man. Yo, what's good? Appreciate you stopping through the daily show, John. We about to watch that for sure, homie. We about to watch that. Oh, go ahead and act a fool on me. God damn. Your technology just be fucking your boy show up, man. I'll be trying to put on like a good show, entertain you guys, give my thoughts on certain topics and things. And then what happens? This. And StreamYard, you hit StreamYard up, and I tell you what happens. When the stream is over, if you ever work with StreamYard, is when the stream is over, this thing pops up. Was your stream good or bad? I click bad. My shit wouldn't pop up because it immediately asks you, why was it bad? Well, because when I'm trying to bring stuff up, it wouldn't work. Oh, and then you sit there and wait after the stream is over with for 10, 15 minutes, and nobody gets back with you. As soon as you walk away from your computer and my phone, bloop, hey, this is old Davey Dave from StreamYard, bro. What's the problem? The problem is you motherfuckers should be coming on right after. When I say my stream wasn't good, help your boy out, man. I mean, I can't just sit here all day and wait. And this is ridiculous. It's not doing anything. So there's that. Anyway, I just wanted to retake a look. Oh, here we go. So now it will. Let me see. Let's pull up. Let's all right, here we go. So here's this cast list once again. If you didn't see it, this is new for this season. Not the old school cats from the first season that are still back for this season. This is the new cast.
Not for your sake.
Kill fast, ask questions later.
And I like how they threw Optimus Prime in there at the end. Peter Cullen in this bitch, right in the middle. Let's go, bro. Let's go. I am fucking excited for this. Have been excited. Have been asked. Look, Invincible was a pleasant surprise for me. It came out and I waited until it was like 6 episodes in before I actually started watching it on Amazon. Was blown away by it. Had to go out and I bought like a couple books. One of the ones was the first like 4 or 5 issues in one book. And so like I sort of got that, read that. It's pretty spot on, the show is. But this is, ladies and gentlemen, this is the new cast members for Invincible seasons 2 and probably 3 or whatever. But this is insane. Leah Thompson, bro. Marty McFly's mama, bro. What's popping right now? You know what I'm saying? Ben Schwartz. Woo! This is about to be and also, of course, you got to bring your mans back right here.
Viltrumite against Viltrumite. That has not happened since the Great
That sounds just like Under the
Purge.
Burn, y'all. And then, come on, man. Come on.
You should have died at birth.
And he says that shit. And it's second season of Invincible about to be cold fucking blooded, y'all. Cold blooded, all of that kind of shit. So there's that. I just want to jump on that. He said nothing to brag about it. You might have to look at a different stream. No. Look, man, it works. You just have to finesse it. Sometimes it does piss me off though. But hey, look, I'll say this: the OBS and stuff like that is fire. Works way better than this. However, your boy is like, that's some complicated shit. But I have thought about sort of hollering at some folks to give me a little lessons on it to sort of improve the streams. But so you don't have these kind of problems. But I've seen people with OBS that have some mad issues streaming. Like the homie Dave Pena, man, the film junkie. I've seen him have some issues with his live streams too as well when it comes to OBS. So no knock on his shit always looks fire with the way he has his shit set up. But like people have problems. It doesn't matter. Whatever streaming platform you're on, you're gonna have problems. And it's definitely not my internet because we got it's ridiculous. My wife works while I do this, right? She works from home, so she uses the internet as I use the internet to do this. And it's still strong enough to power all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not the internet. It's just the programming or whatever. It might be my computer might have too much info on it. Maybe your boy's computer's like, I need to get a new one. Or maybe not. Who the fuck knows? But anyway, thank y'all for joining the daily show again. You know what I'm saying? I got some topics that I'm gonna talk about. Y'all know the description. So I'm gonna try to run through this as fast as possible with you guys know how I start the show off every single time. And that is stuff I saw today.
What the hell is that?
What the hell happened to it? See how I just went off like that? What's going on? Anyway, let me get that one off of there because it's let's see. All right, so real quick, I'm gonna run through some stuff. This is some stuff I saw last week as it comes to Comic-Con and tried to pull it up on Friday's show and wasn't able to because the StreamYard was acting like a fucking punk bitch. But anyway. Is it still? Let's see. Oh, there we go. I found the key to doing it. Not the way I like it. It aggravates the shit out of me, but it works. Anyway, so Mayfex really out here trying their hardest to take every cent I make, huh? Trying to take my cents as well. Mayfex with their obviously Zack Snyder's Justice League figures. Look at this, man. Look at fire, bro. Look at the detail. And this is unpainted, just sculpts and shit, man. Right? Look at the homie Cal back there. You know what I'm saying? Right. Got the Flash here. You know what I'm saying? Got Cyborg back there with the cover on. Got Batman, Aquaman right there. So, yeah, I feel you, bro. Mayfex out here trying to take your pockets, man. They're trying to take your pockets. Let's move along. Now, I got to play this, man. I saw this. I think it was on Friday or Saturday morning, maybe. The homie Jamie Foxx is doing well. Put this little video out there. We about to watch this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Uh-oh. They going to do that to me. They're going to do that to me. Let's see what happens when I do it.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. I went through something that I thought I would never, ever go through. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates. But to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. I want you to see me laughing, having a good time, partying, cracking a joke, doing a movie, television show. I didn't want you to see me with tubes running out of me and trying to figure out if I was gonna make it through. And to be honest with you, my sister Deidre Dixon, my daughter Corinne Marie saved my life. So to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave you this video. I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way. And y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out. They protected me. And that's what I hope that everyone could have in moments like these. Now, by being quiet, sometimes things, get out of hand. People saying what I got. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see,
come on, Jamie, relax, bruh, relax.
That's fine. Said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed, but I did go through. I went to hell and back, and my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back, and I'm able to work. So I want to thank the people that let me work, and I just want to say that I love everybody, and I love all of the love that I got. And man, I know they talk about people crying on videos. You could do take two, but
well, that's it for that one. He cut that one early. So there's that. Good to see my man's doing well, man. Good to see that shit for sure. For sure. It is. What's up, Anthony Beltray? Appreciate you stopping through the Daily Show. It's good to see. Yeah, it is a good thing, man. It's a good thing, man. Shit happens out there, man. That's one of those people. It's like shit can happen in your personal life, family-wise, whatever, and it's certainly gonna be publicized or whatever. We benefit from that, right? People like us benefit from that because we ain't got to worry about what he was just talking about. What he was talking about, oh man, he blind, oh he paralyzed, because they don't know because he ain't put no statement out there, which he wasn't going to until he was able to do it on his own terms. So that was fire to see that, man. That was fire to see that. And speaking of, let me give y'all my thoughts real quick, man. Speaking of Jamie Foxx, they cloned Tyrone. Now let me tell y'all something. Me and my wife watched this movie yesterday morning. We got up and things. My wife had to work yesterday, but we had a little time, and we got up and we watched They Clone Tyrone. And let me tell you something. We barely laughed. The movie's almost 2 hours long. The acting is absolutely incredible. John Boy, they all did a great job. The music. My wife literally went to the soundtrack right after the movie was done. The fire soundtrack in this movie. It's funny. It has some moments. I think the message is. It has sort of a twist surprise ending that I'm not going to sort of spoil right now because I know a lot of people still haven't watched it. But it's entertaining as hell, man. Like the trailers don't even do it justice about how funny this movie is. Now, there are some things in here that I feel like Black people might think are a little bit more funnier than anybody else just because of they really hit some they have some inside hood jokes, bro. And they are absolutely hilarious and funny. And I love that, man. Jamie Foxx's pimp. He's slick. He is absolutely incredible. Tyrone himself. Everybody in the movie kills that shit. Kills it. It's filmed in such a way like it looks like it might be from the 70s, but it's not because it's literally filmed today. But if you go through some neighborhoods today, you ain't just gonna see all kind of brand new cars and things of that nature. You're gonna see some older shit, some Oldsmobiles, some Cutlass Supremes in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna see some stuff like that, and this movie brings all of that to life. It's so funny, man, that at this point in time, you're able to find humor in things like the goddamn fried chicken. That's the name of the fried chicken. It's called Goddamn It's Fire. Like it's some good fried chicken, but they find out that there's something in the chicken that's fucking with folks, man, and not just Black people either. Like in the restaurant where they find out that there's something going on with the chicken. There's all kind of motherfuckers in there, and it's funny. And I think a lot of this look, take nothing from the movie being good. I want you to watch it for yourselves if you haven't watched They Clone Tyrone. But a lot of it was feeling good seeing Jamie Foxx on screen doing his thing again. You know what I'm saying? Even though I know he filmed this before his illness and things of that nature. So, but it was incredible, man. It was good. Watch They Clone Tyrone on Netflix, man. It's a good fucking movie, man. It's funny. I can't wait to watch it again. And man, it's just it's just, there's somebody in there that I did not expect to be in there that showed up like almost toward the end. I was like, bro, what the fuck is he doing in this movie? I'm like, yo, right? So, yeah, if you ain't seen They Clone Tyrone, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it, man. And I'm sure I'll do some spoilers on it probably later on this week on this very show. I'll talk some spoilers on They Clone Tyrone, but I know that a lot of people might not have realized it was out this weekend on Netflix with all the other stuff that was going on, Barbenheimer, things of that nature, San Diego Comic-Con. So it's there. So I don't want to, if anybody watching, I don't want to spoil the plot of the movie for you, but it's funny. It's violent. There's some violence in it. It's just, It's the movie is some funny ghetto shit, man. It just is. It just is. And but there's something there for everyone. I think everybody will enjoy this movie, not just African American folks, black folks that live in those type of neighborhoods. Like you gonna find something funny in this. I think it's for everybody. So they clone Tyrone, highly recommend, bro. I'll probably give it a 5 out of 5, to be honest. I didn't find any flaws with that stuff, but you say nice. Yeah, man. If you ain't seen it yet, watch it, bro. They clone Tyrone is fire, son. It's fire. It's good, man. It's good. I just wanted to give my thoughts. I know it came out this weekend, and it was almost with so much other stuff going on. I was like, I know what Sunday morning I had put that shit aside. When I get up before I go to the gym, I'm watching they clone Tyrone, and that shit it was everything they built it up to be and more. And like I said, highly recommended, man. So go see that shit if you can. So here goes. You know what? I forgot to put this back on for just a minute before I get to the meat and potatoes of the show. The meat and potatoes, right? So this popped out. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, you see animated movie stuff came out, right? Now, Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earth and watching our upcoming 2024 animated movie. Let me tell you something real fucking quick. Hadn't seen this one yet. Have seen this one. Have seen an epic HBO show, right? That has been fucking absolutely outstanding. No flaws. And a movie directed by Zack Snyder based on the graphic novel that to me had no flaws, right? So what I questioned looking at this stuff is, what we do? What can you possibly do with a Watchmen animated movie that's different than... Now, obviously, there's some different changes Zach made when it came to from the book to the actual to his movie, his live action movie that he filmed. But I'm wondering, man. I'm wondering with this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, but I gotta say I'm wondering what y'all doing with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm curious. Not writing it off by any stretch of the imagination. Don't paint me like that. But I am wondering what y'all doing. Animated Watchmen be like, what? Hey, see, look at that. Yo, don't look at that shit. Yo, yeah, I saw that and I was like, yo, what? All right, let's see if it's good. Let's run through. Let's go. Daredevil Born Again. It looks like the main plot. If this is real, it's still up. And I sent this to myself the other day. It says the main plot of Daredevil Born Again is Matt Murdock trying to find a killer while Fisk is trying to get vigilantes outlawed in New York and Punisher trying to make the dirty cops stop using his logo. So I guess the cops out here just murking folks with the Punisher logo on them. And Punisher's like, bruh, that's my shirt. Get that shit back, right? I don't know what the fuck's going on. We'll see what happens. First look, PS5 console, Marvel Spider-Man 2 limited edition bundle. Now, I wanted to bring this up the other day to look at, and obviously when this site wasn't cooperating. Oops. But yeah, look at the console, y'all. Look at it. When Spider-Man 2 comes out, new PS5 console. You know, this leads me to believe that these, you know, the consoles are no longer in like short supply. They're in fucking, you know, they're out here, so they got this. So that's cool, man. Obviously, I'm just gonna buy the game. I'm not about to buy a whole new console, but somebody did tell me, I think it was Joey, shouts out, that there's you can buy the skins for this. You don't have to go buy a whole new console. You just buy the skins and put it on the side of your PS5. Might do that. I might go, you know what? I'd like to put this skin on one side. I like that. That's dope. And then maybe something else on it. I don't know. Y'all give me some suggestions. Maybe. I don't know. Some more Rebel News stuff. Rebel Moon, my bad. Rebel Moon News. Okay, what I meant to say. Empire's world exclusive current issue sees us go on set. And obviously, we've already known that. The pictures come out for weeks. Speaking to the director of his cast, and we're about making this. This came out today. And I was like, okay, is this something new? But it says world building. And obviously, we know that's part of the magazine or whatever. So just putting that up. Just to remind you guys, that's out there. That's out there. Shouts out Meg. Sent me this just about 2 hours before the show went live. Thomas Hayden Church, Sandman himself, says he's heard rumors that Sam Raimi is developing Spider-Man 4. Bro, let me tell you something. What is going on? What is happening with this shit, bro? What? Is that? I mean, no problems with it by far. No problems with it. I enjoyed Spider-Man 1 and 2. Spider-Man 3 obviously had its issues, but that wasn't a terrible movie by any means. It just wasn't nowhere near as good as Spider-Man 1 and 2. That's all it was. So if he's coming back for 4, I'm curious what we doing with 4. You know what I'm saying? You know, Sam Raimi's dark. He like this dark, mysterious, fucking crazy shit like Doctor Strange and stuff, like Evil Dead and stuff. So what we getting with this new Spider-Man? What we getting? I don't know. But for Thomas Hayden Church to come out there and say that, I would like to believe that he's not sort of blowing smoke up people's butt cheeks with this news, right? So who knows? Who knows? Maybe just saying some shit, right? Another thing. This, you know what? This is something that I didn't even think about when it came to the sort of some people's outrage when it came to like, and mine as well, you know, I'm not going to say let's straight outrage, but when it came to the cameos at the end of The Flash with characters like Christopher Reeve and stuff. So this is what Dan Aykroyd had to say. Ray Stantz, right, from Ghostbusters. I'm sure that when I pass beyond the veil, they'll come up with a story to incorporate me. And as long as my family gets a healthy fee, make sure the family paid up, bruh. And it's a good story, I'm fine with that. So he says that, and you have to go back and you think about it. You know, people who had like big problems with the other stuff, nobody really had a problem with Harold Ramis. What's the difference, man? Like I understand that the Harold Ramis thing sort of supported the story, while the Flashes just seemed like something thrown in there for extra bucks, and it was. Don't make no mistake about it. Now those cameos at the end of the Flash were thrown in there just for extra pizzazz. Maybe we'll make an extra $1 off this. It had nothing. To me personally, it didn't help this story at all. They just threw some stuff in there, and they tried to make it seem like, oh, this is the big multiverse, and this is worlds colliding, and this was on these other worlds, and whatever. That's fine, but for me personally, it didn't hit like that. It hit like, you know, cash grabby. You know what I mean? And you know, it might not be the case, but that's how it hit. But the Egon in Ghostbusters Afterlife. That shit was it helped the story. Like I almost now, and even though I know that's how it ends, like I couldn't see any other ending to Ghostbusters Afterlife than Egon showing up. You know, obviously with a body double, which was Harold Ramis, who did that shit, right? Who did it? Not Harold Ramis. What the fuck am I talking about, man? Damn it, I'm tripping. Let's see. It was an embarrassment to your costume. Relax, bruh. Relax. But anyway, back to this right here. Dan Aykroyd says he's totally fine with them using his likeness after he's passed or whatever for another Ghostbusters movie. So, and I hope this isn't, you know, because I'm sure that the new one comes out at the end of this year, and then I'm sure they'll make another one. I hope he doesn't think he won't be around for the next couple, because in that case, Dan Aykroyd, shut the fuck up. You'll be here for all of the Ghostbusters movies. Chill, bruh. Chill. Bing. All right. Let's do this. Gen V. I didn't even get to really talk about this the other day on Friday. A new trailer was coming out today for Gen V. Let's check this out, y'all. Let's check out this Gen V trailer, man. I hadn't seen this yet, by the way.
Being a hero. It's not about glory. It's about sacrifice.
Welcome to Godolphin University. Hey! We've trained the best and brightest young heroes since 1965. Godolphin is a safe space for you to thrive.
Marie Moreau, you could be the first top-ranked freshman in history.
I think you meant to say first black woman in the 7.
Hey!
But you have a target on your back.
A few of us are going off campus. Let's have a good time.
If that doesn't sound like fucking...
I'm still drunk from last night.
Perfect. Just take a sip. Say Turbo Rush cures hangovers.
I wouldn't pour this on my dick if it cured cancer.
There are dangerous, evil people at that school.
Bruh.
Everything is fucked.
You think?
team cocksplosion.
Wow.
Freshman class is savage this year.
Bro, hold up. Did she just say tag team cocksplosion in this bitch? Wait. Of course it's gonna act a fool on me. Let's see. Did she just really? Y'all gonna do this to me? Let's see if it plays. Nah. She said tag team cocksplosion, bruh. What the fuck is going on? Look.
Tag team cocksplosion.
Wow.
All right. So there's that. Can't wait to watch that shit for Sherzies. Damn, tag team cocksplosion, bruh. Let me tell you something. These motherfuckers is insane. Insane. Let's move along. All right. So I got a story to tell y'all, right? Before I get to Barbenheimer, you'll love it. I'm sure you'll love it. You're right about the Flash cameos. 3 Superman kind of no Flash characters or villains. Well, I guess the Boys Euphoria edition. There you go. That's the perfect analogy. So before I get to Barbenheimer and describe what these fine movies, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. First of all, let me do this. Get y'all back. All right, I'm back. So I got a story to tell y'all, man. Right? And this happened on Saturday. Obviously, Saturday was, if you guys are not aware, me and my wife's anniversary. I talked about it all last week. And it just happened to be Barbenheimer weekend, right? So my wife really wasn't up for seeing Oppenheimer. She's going to watch it eventually. But so I saw that Thursday. Obviously, y'all know that. And so Saturday, anniversary, I was like, yo, took my wife to see Barbie. I was excited to see it as well because, like I've said before, I was interested to see how they're going to take like this sort of doll and turn it into a movie and make it make sense, right? And they did. And I'll talk about that in a little bit. Not going to give any spoilers away, though. I'll wait till Friday for that. But so we go to the movies. Anniversary, go to the movies, right? Fucking, let's watch some Barbie in this bitch, right? So we're a little bit late. Now, in the age of assigned seating, which, by the way, I had been wanting for years. I think we've had it for like 4 or 5, maybe 6 years. So no, I'd say 4 or 5. Because I remember the last time I waited in line, a long-ass line to watch a movie, I think, was it The Last Jedi? At those times, I was always like, just make assigned seating. Then you ain't got to worry about this shit. The same thing for like you sneakerheads out there. If you've ever sort of waited in line to get like Jordans, right? And I was like, if you want to avoid having a line in your mall from Foot Locker all the way down to the end at 6:40 a.m., pre-sale the Jordans. Just let people buy them pre-sale. The day they release, they can come pick them up anytime that day. You get rid of that. And so I think that's what ended up happening because I do remember a shoe store close to me where there was a Kroger's grocery store nearby on a certain the Jordan Retro 11s, which are the best ones ever. We're re-releasing. I think it was the Space Jam kinds, the black ones with the blue bottom, the fire ones. And they had a super ridiculous line outside of this shoe store, past Kroger's, interfering with business. The cops had to show up. And eventually, I'm seriously, like almost literally right after that, they went to, you come in, you buy your size, you pay for your shoe, you just come pick it up on the release day, right? Same thing with movies. Like, you want to get rid of lines, you have assigned seating, you ain't got to worry about that shit. They finally went to it. Glory. Oh, glory. Not really. So, one of my fears, and this is real talk, one of my fears about going to the movies, and there's just a couple of them. There's a couple of them, right? Because, movies are movies. I like my film going experience. And it's expensive, too. It's not cheap these days, right? So one of my fears is because I know how I react to things, because I know sort of the temper that I have, I'm a little short-fused at times, right? Because I know how much that situation would sort of bring my experience down, one of my biggest fears is walking into a theater and somebody being in your seat. Now, never happened to me before, right? But I've seen it happen so many times. I've seen all the whole myriad of responses too. Oh, excuse me, sir, not to be too rude, but you're in my seat. I don't give a fuck. Like, I've seen it. I've literally seen it. I've seen all scenarios. I've seen it all. Never happened to me before, right? So Saturday, we go to Barbenheimer, right? We're a little bit late, had to stop at Walmart, get my wife some candy, some of the shit that they don't have at the fucking movie theater that she likes. So got to the movie theater a little bit late. The trailers had just started. We walk in, and I look, and I was like, bruh, my seats were D1 and D2. D1 empty. D2, somebody sitting in that motherfucking seat. Now, of course, I'm like, let me make sure, let's get closer, right? We get closer. Say something. Yo, listen, bro. Just listen. So we get in there, and I get there, and I'm like, I stop, and I kind of turn away from it, and I'm like, what? Like, literally, like, I don't want this right now. And my wife said, where we at? Right? And look, she's always right. She's the cooler heads, right? So my wife goes where? I said, right there, D1 and D2. She looks, so she leans over to the lady, and she says, excuse me, hi, sorry to do this, but you're in our seat. All right. Now the lady says something back to her. Now let me preface this with, let me tell you something. One of our other fears, right? One of my other fears, and this has not just in the movies, but in general in public, is because of the day and age we live in. I don't want to be the big angry black guy on TikTok. I don't want to be that viral motherfucker. I'm not that, you know what I'm saying? But everybody always has their phones out. And another thing I have to mention is, and the only person I've really heard point this out is every time Stephen and Amanda Colbert, whenever I've hung out with them, like going to viewings in Michigan of certain movies or whatever, she always points out that I sort of case the place when I walk in. I sort of do, and I don't know that I do that, but I do that, probably military background or whatever it may be. So I already walked in here, and I already know this entire auditorium is fucking 90% plus white people. Kids, adults. So, purpose, I give you all of that information. What that lady told my wife was, well, somebody's in our seat, so what do you want us to do? Now, bro, let me tell you something. Now, since I've already told you that when it comes to those situations, I don't want to be that guy, your boy was already processed. My mind works really, really, really fast in those situations because 3 scenarios went in there. Number 1, bitch, what? You just let somebody take your seat and you didn't do nothing about it? You're just going to, no. And then what do you have then? That's what you have, right? Trust me. I live in a southern town with the neighboring small southern towns. That shit would happen swiftly. I'm on other scenarios that came to my mind, but at the end, I was like, okay. So my wife was just like, hey, there's 3 seats empty in front of me. Now, the 3 seats empty in front, I'm like, the movie's about to, and I'm like, I'm brimming with fucking anger. But I know I can't go off, bruh. I can't. Because of what would happen if I did, right? So I continue. I was like, okay, let me calm down a bit. So we sit now. When my wife's like, "There's 3 seats in front of the row in front," automatically no 3 seats on the end, assigned seating. Yeah, these are somebody's seats. They'll be here for them eventually. So we sit down there, and I am fucking like I can hardly contain myself how mad I am. Right? Number 1, when it comes to movies, like I always say, I hadn't had the problem before, but when I pay for a fucking seat, I want my seat. Right? I picked it for a reason, and I bought these seats when I bought the seats for this showing, the theater was almost, it was about half full, but you get the drift. So we sit there, not even 30 seconds. My wife looks like this, and she goes, the people are there for their fucking seats. I stand up, look at the lady who's in my seat. Again. Storm out of there, right? Storm out of the theater. Open the door so fucking hard that this shit's like blah, 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 blah. My wife doesn't say she's pissed, but my wife has a better way of showing it. But she did slam the door on the wall when she walked out too. As we approach the counter, and I feel so bad because I looked at those kids. There's kids working at theaters. That's what the teenagers, whatever. And I look at them, and in the loudest voice you probably can possibly hear, I go, y'all need to start checking ticket. Y'all need to start checking ticket stubs in there because there's a bunch of motherfuckers in the wrong seats. They're like, what do we do? And I'm like, get the manager. There's a bunch of motherfuckers in the wrong seats. And they're okay. So then they go get the manager, right? So I go strutting back to the movie theater. I'm like, yo, I'm about to stand by my seat. And this, when the manager shows up, be like, get up, bitch. On the way back there, my wife, like I said, always right. Cooler heads prevail. My wife stops me and says, it's our anniversary. I don't want to remember it for this. And I was like, I got you. Let me tell you something. And I hate using this term, and my wife knows it. And just because I just don't like using it, but my wife uses it all the time because she'll tell a bitch quick. But she agrees 1,000%. White privilege. This bitch was sitting in one of our seats, kicked back with a blanket on. They don't even sell Starbucks in the fucking movie theater. She has Starbucks. Oh, well, somebody's in my seat. What you want me to do? So by the time I go back, my wife convinces me. I go back to the desk. The manager is on her way out. And I say, hey, y'all need to do something about that. Give me another showing. So we switch to another showing. And she does it, fast as fuck. Here you go, another showing. And she tells the dude who's taking tickets, she's like, yo, you need to start paying more attention to this. Like, and a lot of things go through my mind, right? I'll tell you, when I was talking about a lot of things just through my mind. First of all, I would have ruined the experience for everybody in there because what I was about to say was, hey, attention everybody. If you're not in the right seat, you better get right quick because I'm about to go get the fucking manager and we're going to handle this shit, right? Of course, what happens then? It ruins, everybody's like, oh, well, and it's just a bad thing. And if I had have gotten in there and sat down in my seat and watched the movie at that point in time, the unrest that would have been in that theater, like it would have been like, when the movie was over, I would have kind of been worried about what could happen. Also, again, large black man acting a fucking fool at a movie theater. That's what the TikTok would have been. No matter how right or wrong anybody in there would have been. Large black dude acting a fucking fool. That's exactly what have happened. So we ended up seeing the movie. And afterwards, after the movie's done, I felt like a bitch the whole rest of the day. I said, I'll let that motherfucker take my goddamn seat and didn't do nothing about it. But like I said at the beginning, we did the right thing. That we did the perfectly right thing because if not, a lot of other things could have changed reactions off of that. And you know what I'm saying? It would have been bad. And I guarantee you guys would have seen me on some TikTok video yelling at some woman because she was in my seat and refused to get up, right? So I say that to say this. Man, if you're in a assigned seat, fucking go to your seats. If you walk in a movie theater and somebody's in your seats, tell them to get the fuck up. Tell them to move, right? Tell them to move. Like that, if that lady had went to whoever was in her seats and told them to move, then we wouldn't even have this fucking problem in the first place. Wouldn't have had this problem in the first place. And also, if you walk into a movie theater, somebody's in your seat, say something to them, man. Unless it's, unless you're a rather large black male who will probably get super angry. And then you're on TikTok viral videos, bro. So there's my little fucking story about acting a fool. Sit in your seats. Sit in your seats, right? Sit in your seats. Matter of fact, that was part of a thing that I've been experiencing that late when it comes to movie theaters. Like the past sort of 6 times I've went. When me and my son went and saw Oppenheimer the other day, literally, the woman behind us, her phone rang and she answered it on speakerphone. Disrespect to the movie theaters. When I went and saw Mission Impossible, there was this dude a couple rows back, a little bit over with his son explaining something to him from another Mission Impossible movie that related to this Mission Impossible movie in regular voice. What the fuck? In a movie theater. Not to mention that during Oppenheimer, 6 kids walked out of Barbie and came right into the Oppenheimer theater and plopped down on their phones and chit-chatting. Right during the test. If you've seen Oppenheimer, you know the test, right? People are becoming mad disrespectful in movie theaters, dude, and I've noticed it like frequently. A couple other times, some people on phones or what I just said, somebody saying, excuse me, you're in my seat, and them saying, man, there's plenty of other open seats. You can't sit somewhere else. Really? And of course, they probably was scared to say, no, I want to sit in my, whatever the case may be, right? Man. I hate to be negative on the stream, of course, but I just had to tell you all that story of what the fuck happened to me this past weekend when it came to damn trying to see Barbie and people in the wrong seats. Bro, there's assigned seating for a reason. Sit in your fucking seats. Shouts out to the wife though, because if my wife wouldn't have said, "Hey, it's our anniversary, I don't want to remember it for this," then your boy would have been acting a fool. Because I was literally about to go stand by my seat and go, "Ha ha, move, bitch!" Like literally. But anyway, let's move on. I don't went on a tangent. People they're bouncing from the stream and shit. All right, so let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about it. Barbenheimer, right? Barbenheimer was very, very good for the box office this weekend. As you can see right here, worldwide opening weekend estimates. This came out a couple days before. I'll pull up the actual ones in a minute. But estimate Barbie, 300 million. Oppenheimer, 165 million. Will be one of the biggest weekends in box office history. Let me tell you something, man. This friendly competition between these two films was absolutely healthy for the fucking box office. It just shows it, right? Two movies on the opposite end of the spectrum of movies. And look what happened. One of the biggest weekends in box office history. Oh, yeah. Let me get it up here. Yeah, look, I mean, dude, and it wasn't no comic book movies, right? No tentpole action movies. But two movies that probably Oppenheimer's not getting a sequel. I can guarantee that there's just nothing to that. And Barbie May, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. I have zero idea. But so did you have that right? Here, I pull it up again right here. Oh, come on, man. All right, there you go. There's the opening weekend. Pull it back down. Let's see. Just a couple of notes about Barbenheimer, to be honest. Let's see. Let's go with this one. So Nolan says he prefers DVD, Blu-ray to streaming. There's much less compression. We control the color, brightness, and all of these things. Streaming is like broadcasting a film. We don't have much control how it goes out. Of course, that's why streaming movies is like on streaming services is not as fucking fire as watching it on physical media. Movies that I absolutely love, I'm always going to buy them on physical media. So there's that. Let's move on. Cillian Murphy says filming Oppenheimer's court hearing was his favorite part of the production. That part of the movie is there's not a weak part of Oppenheimer. I'm just gonna put it like that. I'll just put it right there. Greta Gerwig has scored the biggest opening weekend for a female director. Hell yeah, Greta, get your bag, homie. Do your thing. This is some fire shit to hear. Obviously, there's some of the cast right there. This is what people want her to direct next. Supergirl, Man of Tomorrow, or Woman of Tomorrow. Hey, see what happens. All right, so I'll pull that up in a second. Let's see. So I got this right here. Let's pull this up. It says box office. Barbie opens to record-setting $155 million domestically. Oppenheimer shatters expectations. Because remember, they were talking about Oppenheimer wasn't going to get nowhere near no $80 million. But guess what? The movie's fire. Word of mouth spread. Some people were actually like, yo, let's see some cinema this weekend, bro. Let's see some cinema this weekend, right? Barbenheimer is more than just a meme. It's a full-fledged box office phenomenon. And it is indeed. Over the weekend, moviegoers turned out in force for Greta Gerwig's neon-coated fantasy comedy Barbie, which smashed expectations with $155 million to land the biggest debut of the year. Bro, for real. But they also showed up to see Christopher Nolan's already historical drama Oppenheimer, which collected a remarkable $80.5 million opening weekend. Hundreds of thousands of ticket buyers refused to choose between the two seemingly different auteur-driven blockbusters with sprawling casts and twin release dates. So they opted to attend same-day viewings of Barbie and Oppenheimer, turning the box office battle into a double feature for the ages. Bro, it was insane. It was insane to see people out this weekend seeing both of these movies. It's incredible, right? And the movies couldn't be farther from each other when it comes to the content. Dude, this is an unequivocally great weekend for moviegoing, says David A. Groves, who runs the movie consulting firm Franchise Entertainment Research. Barbie and Oppenheimer are complementing each other at the box office, not taking audience from the other. They're just not. The cultural craze known as Barbenheimer worked to fuel the biggest collective box office weekend of the pandemic era as well as the fourth biggest overall weekend in history. It's worth noting the top 3 weekends of all time were led by debuts of sequels and massive franchises: Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, and Star Wars The Force Awakens. Listen to those titles and look what these 2 movies did, right? Studios gave audiences 2 uniquely different, smart, here I love this. Studios gave audiences 2 uniquely different, smart, and original stories that were meant for the big screen, says Michael O'Leary, president and CEO of the National Association of Theater Owners, the industry's trade organization. People recognized that something special was happening and they wanted to be a part of it. Now, bro, let me tell you something. I enjoyed myself. As a matter of fact, this weekend, I watched 3 new movies that I hadn't seen before. Now, that hasn't happened a lot because if you're like me, movie comes out, you might go check it out. Then I'll spend my weekend watching some shit like Watchmen for the 7,000th and 31st time, or fucking, you know, whatever movies that I just love to watch almost on a daily basis. I just end up watching those, and you're like, did you check out that I suggested to you? Nah, man, I'm sorry I didn't have time to watch that new movie because I was watching 3 old ones, bro. But that's normally how that shit works, right? There's classic movies that I love to watch just day in and day out whenever I have the opportunity, like Zack Snyder's Justice League, you know, Man of Steel, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, shit like that I don't give myself time enough to watch new movies, and I'm okay with that because I love those movies. But this weekend, 3 new movies: Oppenheimer, Barbie, they cloned Tyrone, right? 3 new movies in a weekend. Hadn't happened for me in a long time. In the end, though, it wasn't a competition as Barbie loomed large over box office charts thanks to an escapable marketing campaign, as well as quality to match the stratospheric hype. At the international box office, the film added $182 million for a stunning global tally of $337 million, bruh, in one weekend. The $145 million budgeted movie doubled that shit. Backed by Warner Bros. And Mattel, dominated the zeitgeist in the weeks leading up to his debut, even reportedly causing the shortage of the color pink to a degree that's rare. But also, figure in, they're striking. So, like that last week, they weren't even able to do much shit, man. Audience and critics dug the PG-13 film, which landed an A. Cinema score, let's see. Oppenheimer may be selling for second place. Not the Universal Nolan is complaining. Buoyed by stellar reviews in premium large formats, the biopic about the so-called father of the atomic bomb is wildly outperforming expectations for a 3-hour-long period. Bro! Oh, I forgot to bring that back up. My bad. Bro! 3-hour-long period piece. And that shit out here dominating box office shit, man. Added $93.7 million for a global tally of $174 million. Are you kidding me, man? The box... Look... So far this summer, we've seen it, right? We've seen it. The Flash, obviously. Indiana Jones, that I absolutely love, didn't make much fucking money. Across the Spider-Verse did pretty fucking good in its thing. But the box office this summer has been fucking abysmal, right? And these 2 movies come along and they're like, yo, we're not going to move dates. Let's see what y'all going to do. And the audiences showed out in groves, man. I absolutely love it, and I just wanted to point that out. I know this was the main subject of the show, and it's incredible to see this type of thing happen, right? Let's pull this back up real quick. Final thoughts on it says this is a 1940s period piece. Says Universal's president of domestic distribution, Jim Orr. That speaks volumes to the appeal of Nolan, number one, his prowess as a filmmaker. He has an amazing reputation for storytelling in the biggest format possible, right? So look, people knew about Nolan for one thing, right? And they also knew that they saw the stuff surrounding that movie, and they were like, this looks epic. Look at all the stars that are in this thing. I have to see this. Wait, comes up and says, oh, man, which one do I choose? You choose both. That's what you do. And that's what a lot of people did this weekend, including myself. And that's why this weekend I want to say we don't know the finals because the box office is still going for the summer. We still have a few months left. This movie comes out in about a month or so or whatever. And yeah, we still have, but if the rest of the summer continues to perform, and it does, but I don't think nothing weekend's going to be like this. This is insane. But if it does perform, I would like to say that Barbenheimer saved the summer box office, bro. I mean, I'm saying it now just sort of preemptively, like, you know what, but if at the end of the summer it turns out that even Mission Impossible, y'all, Mission Impossible is not up to the same numbers that it's used to doing. It's just not. Right? And there's a lot of factors in that as well, like losing IMAX screens to Oppenheimer and things of that nature. But if the rest of the summer's box office turns out to be pretty fucking decent, we're going to look back at the July 21st weekend and say this saved the summer box office. Barbenheimer, bro. I don't know what else to say. It was incredible, man. I enjoyed myself all weekend, including the Clone Tyrone, including that. That shit was a great movie. I already told y'all about that. So, so real quick, I'll give you guys the same thing I gave you guys about Oppenheimer on Friday. I'll give you my non-spoiler thoughts because, hold on, let me see if I can get this. Let's see if I can get this pulled up. All right, y'all give me just a second to get something up here real quick. All right. Let me get that down. Let's just. Oh, really? Y'all gonna be like that? Cold-blooded motherfuckers. All right. Let's see. Let's get this up here. So I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts real quick on Barbie. Non-spoiler-free thoughts, obviously. Hold up as that shit tries to get pulled up. My nose is running, dude. All right, let's see. All right, let's see what's this here. Ryan, what's good, homie? What's good, Ryan Rivera? Joey, what's good? Hope appreciate it. Yo, you missed the story, man. You're gonna have to go back into the show to hear the movie story. You're gonna have to go back to hear it, dog. My bad. I literally just finished talking about like 5 minutes ago or whatever. But let's make sure. Let me try to get something for y'all. Let's see. Yo. All right. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. So, like I said, spoiler reviews for both Oppenheimer and Barbie will be coming this Friday with the homie Joey, who's in the house right here, and the homegirl Meg. World's Finest, issue number 56, Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be talking about breaking all of it down, giving all of our thoughts on both films. And hope you guys are there to join us. We much appreciate you guys. And yeah, so that's happening Friday. So that's when you'll get my spoiler thoughts on both films. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. So, all right. So Barbie, I'll talk about this real quick before I wrap that up. Man, Barbie, I'll just keep it on Barbenheimer. I was worried out here. I'll go back. Yeah, you good. Hey, yeah, that's right. We out there. Like Ryan, appreciate you stopping through for real, man, to the Daily Show, man. So let me get my thoughts. First of all, I'm gonna preface this real quick with this. Barbie was not made for me. All right, it wasn't made for fucking any of these fucking 20-year-old, in the 20s, 30-year-old dudes, 40. It wasn't made for dudes, bro. Not in the fucking slightest, right? Now, Greta did craft a movie that can be enjoyed by general audiences. It's very open to that. Not trying to say the movie is some sort of door where you watch, you're like, no. I'm just saying that in any way, shape, or form, when Greta or Margot or anybody got together to write this movie and make it, they ain't make it for dudes, bro. They didn't make it for me, right? So when I watch this movie, I understand that. And so all of these fucking reviews you see out here of dudes straight dissing, they ain't make it for you. Shut up. Didn't nobody ask you to go see it? You know what I'm saying? And I will give a shout out, man, real quick. Dave Film Junkie, he didn't like it. He gave a couple reasons why and just left it alone. That's what if you don't like Barbie, that's fine. Give a couple reasons and fucking bounce. All of this hatred I see towards it, you should have just got up and walked out of the movie then. If you didn't like it that goddamn much, get up and walk out. That's all I got to say. Man, I've seen some fucking straight disgusting reviews of this movie. And I'm like, if you didn't like it, you should have got up in the first 15 minutes and fucking bounced. That's all you had to do. Don't sit there and watch the whole thing so you can get online and try to make it, me as a grown-ass man, let me tell you what I thought about goddamn Barbie. They ain't making for you, bro. Spoiler alert. The people who were made for, let me show you something right here. This is who the movie was made for. Meg, I'm sure she ain't gonna care about me pulling up her fucking tweet. Read this right here. Greta Gerwig always has a way of making me love being a woman, even the complicated emotions and moments of self-doubt. Barbie made me miss the childlike feeling that I could and can be anything, and absolutely hilarious. There's some funny shit in there. Has amazing performances. It does. Set pieces absolutely incredible. That's who this is for. Let's be clear here. That's who this movie is for. It ain't for me. I just went along because my wife wanted to see it, right? And I was, like I told you, legitimately curious to see how they're going to take a movie about a doll and turn it into a movie. And it's a toy, basically, and turn it into a movie that doesn't have sort of the history of like G.I. Joe or Transformers, where there's like this long, storied sort of like lore that goes with it. Like Barbie has had some movies before, animated stuff like that kids watch or whatever, but it doesn't have like a backstory if that's the case, right? It just doesn't have that sort of thing. So I was curious and I wanted to see that. Plus, I'm a Margot Robbie fan. I like Ryan Gosling. I like Greta. Greta Gerwig's a fire director. So I was like, yo, let me check this out. And I enjoyed it. I found some of this humor, I hate to call it stupid or dumb, but some of it was like, I just giggle and go, why did he say that? Like, it'd just be funny. And she gonna charge me a fee? Probably. Yeah, probably. Performances were all fire. The way they brought Barbie into the real world, I was worried about that as well. It was dope. It made a lot of sense. There's a particular scene in the movie too, man, where like this young woman is giving Barbie the business. Verbally, I felt bad as fuck for her. Like if you saw the movie, you know what scene I'm talking about. I felt really bad. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I'll give more spoiler-free sort of thoughts on Friday. Because I've already gone on an hour on the fucking Daily Show, man. Yeah, see, here's my wife says it perfectly. The Barbie movie was made for us, for all of us who remember the outfits and play. I had to ask her a couple things as we're watching it. When they said she lives in the splits, I was like, the splits? And then it made sense because, you know, fucking Kate McKinnon's character, who fucking killed it, by the way, in her role, she was perfectly cast because she's just weird as fuck. But she lived in the splits. Yes, that was young Gamora, ruthless. But I felt for Barbie in the movie. I thought it was incredible, man. I thought the movie was pretty fucking good. You know what I'm saying? So, and there were moments in there that were funny. The scene, you know, the way the Barbies reacted to her going flat-footed was something, it made sense in the context of the film. Greta, good job. I'm sure we'll own this movie in our house because my wife absolutely loved it. So I'm sure that'll be that's happening. That's happening. But again, the audience that this movie was made for, that's the only opinions I can give two fucks about. Mine, if you're listening to this and you want to hear my thoughts, that's cool. But this movie wasn't made for me, right? The people it was made for, they did a wonderful fucking job. And the people who it was made for, they absolutely love it across the board. So you know what? Yeah, they did, bro. They did. And I felt that shit, man. You see what I'm saying? I felt that shit. No regret. That's a good one, Joey. That's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. So, Erica, that's just my thoughts. And like I said, I'll get deep down in this. We all will. Me and Meg and Joey on Friday for World's Finest. We'll be going deep diving the entire Barbenheimer thing, Oppenheimer and Barbie, both movies, talking about them and whatever news is irrelevant or not irrelevant. What the fuck? Whatever news is relevant that pops up between now and then, we'll also talk about on the show. But again, Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Oh man. My bad. Let me take that down. World's Finest will be live at 7 p.m. So, yo, look, y'all, I appreciate y'all watching. I really, really do. Hearing my thoughts on just a couple of things. I don't know if I hit on everything. I feel like I skipped some shit. I don't know. With I'm probably going to check my DMs after. You know what, matter of fact, let me check my DMs real quick before I'm done. Because, okay, it might be some more extra stuff that has came out there that I might be. Oh. What? Oh shit, I didn't realize that was still up there. My bad, homies. My bad. I'm tripping. I thought I was about to wrap up the show. But anyway, again, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all watching the Daily Show. See you guys tomorrow. Again, Wednesday. The roof on my house is getting replaced, so there's probably not going to be a show on Wednesday. I'll just go ahead and put that out there for y'all, just to be honest, because it's going to be so loud and noisy, and it's just probably not going to happen. So, and if something does drop that I feel the need that I want to get on and talk about it, it'd be way later than the normal show time. So that's what's up. But anyway, again, love y'all. Thank you guys for joining the Daily Show, man. Peace out, homie. Peace out. And yeah, man. You guys make me hype, man. Like I said, if you want to support the show, you're already doing the show by being here and watching or whatever. If you want to support it extra, there's a link down below for the Patreon channel. By all means, you can join for $1 a month. You know, if that's something you want to do. If not, it's all good, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man, at 5:40 Eastern time. See one more comment before I bounce. Hey, Ryan, appreciate you dropping through, man. Hadn't seen you here in a minute, man, but I appreciate it. Yo, like I said, where's it at? Here we go. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.